Family, welcome back. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This episode 10. Welcome back. About to get it going tonight, y'all. Running a little bit late tonight. Had them oxtails yesterday, so them oxtails was sent me to the restroom right before the show. Alright, don't worry about that. We're going to talk about some T-Luv Talks tonight. Let me go public first. Alright, so we should be live right now. Welcome to the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This is episode 10. Let's go ahead and get this show started. This is how I like to get it started now. So let's get this show started, y'all. Mic check, mic check. Go ahead and put this title up here. What's up, baby? Yeah. All right, y'all. Welcome to the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This is episode 10. I appreciate y'all chiming in with me, my friends. So we're going to do this again. We got a lot to talk about this week. Am I prepared? Probably not as well as I would like to be this week, but we still going to talk and we're going to have fun and we're going to go through this evening. So I'm putting the title up here right now because apparently the way my setting's set up, it is not allowing me to put my title and tag my people in my video when I go live. Not sure why that's happening, but if y'all watching the video, this your first time watching the video, please like the video, share the video. This your boy T-Luv. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. So we're going to talk about some stuff tonight. We got some exciting stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We got the possibility of first black female governor in Georgia. And I believe we have a possibility of a black male governor in Florida. So, yeah, we got a lot going on, y'all. We got to talk about that. Let me go ahead and put this title inside of the podcast so everybody be aware of what the topic going to be about tonight. So let's go here, Stacey. Hope I'm spelling her name right. Stacey Abrams. All right, y'all, bear with me for a second. I'm finna get this title right, and then we're gonna get some. We're gonna have some guests come in tonight. We got Black Constantine. He gonna chime in with us tonight. Excuse me. But yeah, we're gonna get it popping. Y'all watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. So we have been showing consistency. I wish I could actually get online on time, because I'm supposed to be getting on at 8 p.m. every Thursday, and we've been getting on a little bit later than that. And last week I noticed people was doing something other than paying attention to the podcast. I appreciate y'all. I see my homegirl, Charmaine, chiming in. What's up, Charmaine? Like the video. The reason why I created the podcast, something that I enjoy doing, and I thought that it'd be a great idea for me to go ahead and make it a reality. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people tapping into the podcast realm right now, but we getting in it early while things still innovative with it, and we're gonna keep the consistency going, and we're gonna keep the talks going, the conversation, the culture. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying, chime in. Please like the video, share the video if this is your first time watching. I'm just updating the title right now so people know what's going on. Feel free to leave comments in the video as the conversation is going on tonight. Please feel free to do that. Abrams. And we'll say Florida elections. We'll say that. And what else are we gonna do? We are gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that Kentucky shooting as well. We're gonna talk about that. What's Kentucky abbreviation? KY? Fact checker. Fact checker. What's Kentucky abbreviation? KY? Yeah. Alright. KY shooting. Alright, so we got our topics in there. I wanted to talk about that Louisville, Kentucky shooting as well. I don't know if y'all heard about that. But apparently, yeah, we're going to go into that. But apparently in Louisville, Kentucky, it was a shooting that took place. Let's see here. All right, so it was 2 people that was actually killed in this shooting, and the shooting kind of went under the radar. It was a lady by the name of Vicky Jones, and it was a gentleman by the name of Maurice Steyr. So 2 black people got killed in a Kroger's in Louisville, Kentucky. And it kind of got swept under the radar. Vicky Jones is actually a retired nurse from the VA hospital. And Maurice Steyr, grandfather in the store, had his 12-year-old grandson with him, and his 12-year-old grandson actually saw him get gunned down by this white guy in Louisville, Kentucky. So we're gonna talk about that tonight as well. It's a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about Stacey Abrams. We're gonna talk about the Florida election, which is pretty important right now. I'm going to go ahead and tag some people in the video so that we can make sure. Matter of fact, let's see here. I'll go ahead and save the title, and then I'll tag individuals through the device that you're watching me on. Okay, I see Hasim chiming in. What's up, my brother? What it do? What's good with your family? You already know. So, hold on for a minute. Now we're going to leave this page. Alright, so if you're just not chiming in, you're watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. Man, appreciate y'all chiming in. Appreciate y'all watching. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. So please leave your comments, like the video, share the video if this is your first time watching. I created the platform to stay engaged with the family, you know what I mean? So everybody know what's going on with everything. We want to do we're gonna have certain segments. We're gonna have a lot of special guests. I have my mouth dry. Hold on, y'all. Can't do a podcast with a dry mouth. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Working as usual. That's what's up, family. Hasim always give us that wisdom, so we definitely like to get Hasim on tonight if we can get him on tonight. So you know how we do, y'all. So everything lined up. All right, so what's up with y'all, man? What's going on with the election in Florida? Y'all tell me what's going on with that. Got like a black dude that's about to win this election coming up on November 6th. Seems like he got a lot of support. I don't really know a lot about him. I mean, if y'all could tell me some stuff about him, I don't know his background, but I know he making some noise down in Florida. I'm originally from Florida. Also, we got this election going on in Georgia. I live in Atlanta now, if y'all don't know. We got election going on out here in Georgia. I think it's the first black female governor in the United States, if I'm not mistaken, is up for this election is going on. So, you know, we want to, you know, if you in the voting business, we definitely want you to go and support this black lady. I really don't know a whole lot about her. I do know that Oprah Winfrey was walking around Atlanta today, and she was supporting this lady. So y'all already know the last time Oprah got behind somebody, you know, Barack, you know, he was our president. So I'm pretty sure this lady, Stacey Abrams, is going to be in a good position to win and be the first black female governor of a state in this United States of America. I see Brittany chiming in. What's up, family? Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Go ahead and leave your comments if you got any questions for me. Well, we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff tonight. I wanted to go into the shooting in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky as well. And, you know, that kind of bothered me. It came across the Facebook feed, but it didn't get a lot of news press. Apparently, you know, most news stations thought it was okay to not give this coverage. But this was clearly an act of white supremacy. This white guy went inside. Well, first of all, he tried to go inside of a Baptist church right outside of Louisville, Kentucky. He was denied entrance into this Baptist church. Shortly after that, he was able to go to a nearby Kroger. If you don't know what Kroger is, it's a grocery store. We have them out here in Georgia. So he went into a Kroger. And he killed 2 African-American people. He killed 2 black people when he went into the store. So the people that he killed, I wanna send condolences out to their family. It was an older lady named Vicki Jones who was she was a retired nurse from the VA hospital. She spent her life you know, looking out for veterans and that type of thing. Then you had Maurice Stayup. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. And he actually got killed in front of his 12-year-old grandson inside of this Kroger. Of course, the police was called on the scene, and they peacefully took this gentleman into custody when they arrived. So, hey, love. Hey, what's up? I see my family chiming in. Y'all watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This is episode 10. I appreciate y'all chiming in. And we going over some stuff tonight. I was just speaking on the incident that happened in Louisville, Kentucky that didn't get a lot of press because I seen it come across the news feed. And it was just disheartening, man, because everything was going on right now. It kind of got swept under the rug due to, you know, the situation with all the bombs was going to the Democratic, you know, leaders, the former people in the Democratic Party. So you had all these bombs going out. So, you know, we kind of, you know, it kind of got swept under the rug. But, you know, that's becoming a issue now. And what happened was the guy walked outside of the store after he killed the 2 people. and another white guy approached him. I guess it might have been somebody that was licensed guns, might have tried to keep him on the scene, told him not to leave, whatnot. And he told the guy basically, we're white, man. He was like, white don't hurt each other, white don't kill each other, blah, blah, blah. So clearly it was a hate crime. And I feel like it was undeserving of national attention. It really didn't get a lot of coverage. CNN was focused on not CNN, but Fox and a lot of the other stations was focused on the bombs that were being sent around. But this is something we talked about last week, man. Living in the Trump era, so it kind of piggybacks great on what's going on as far as with these local elections right now. Georgia looking at having a female governor, black female governor. And like I expressed to y'all before how I feel about it. I ain't really into the voting thing, you know what I'm saying? I haven't voted in quite a while because, like I told y'all before, I do a lot of research. So, the stuff that I find about politics, I mean, it does kind of give me a nasty taste in my mouth. But, you know what I'm saying? If that's your cup of tea and that's what you do, I would definitely recommend you going out and getting your vote on or whatnot. But yeah, it's ridiculous what's going on in this country, and we got to get to a point where we got some type of control in the local cities so that, things like this isn't happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got all these, people walking around with their chest poked out, inferior, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And they doing these things to us, and it's not getting no national attention, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to look at this stuff, you know what I'm saying? We got to really look at it. So I wanted to bring that up tonight. I don't know how y'all felt about that, but I know, what's been going on lately with all these black men getting shot down in the streets, and now you got incidents like this where you just got random acts of hate with licensed, white folks going inside a grocery store just shooting black folks up. We trying to coexist and get along, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to get it be in that type of environment, man. We've been here too long. We helped build this country. We created most of the popular mores and things like that people even participate in right now in their daily lives come from us. And how we get down, how we at. I see my cousin Fly Corbett in there. What's up, family? So I appreciate everybody watching, chiming in. This episode 10. So y'all please like the video, share the video. Go ahead and send me a comment. If you want to get in on the live, you're always welcome to get in on the live. Y'all hit me up. Y'all jump right in on the conversation. But like I was saying though, Oprah, she was walking around with Stacey Abrams today, so I feel like this lady pretty much got it in the bag. I haven't done a whole lot of research on her. I don't know if other people have done research on her, but she seemed like, she seemed like she, thorough as far as her campaign. As far as that's all I know. She got twists in her hair, so she got some natural going on, but as far as her politics and what she stood on in the past, I have not done any research and I do not know. I see my dog Adonis just chiming in. What's up, family? Y'all already know episode 10. Appreciate y'all. Like the video, comment on the video, just say what's up. You know what I mean? But we're gonna keep it popping tonight though. We're gonna get some special guests in here. I had who did we have on last week? Matter of fact, last week I did the show by myself. I was solo last week. We didn't have no guests on last week. So, you know what I'm saying? I wrote it out, and we had a good show last week. The only thing, we had some delay in the video last week. So, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that we do not get any delay tonight and that the video is matched up with my mouth. So you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth because you're watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. Donis. Yes, sir. Nothing but love. Salute. Salute, King. Well, yeah, man. We got to have an episode on the good kings out there, too, man. We're going to talk about the brothers that's holding it down, man. We always, talking about these brothers that's, a detriment to the society, but we got to talk about some of these good brothers too, man. And I know quite a few of them. All right, I see Black Constantine is chiming in. So we're going to go ahead and see if we get our first guest on the line. Mr. Black Constantine. Got a birthday coming up. Scorpio season. We in Scorpio season, right, y'all? Think we Scorpio season. Yeah. So shout out to the Scorpios out there. My baby, yeah. My daughter, she finna have her sweet 16. So shout out to all the Scorpios out there, man. That's what it do. So y'all watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. We're going to go ahead and get a guest in here. We're going to get Black Constantine. He should be set up in the lab. And we're going to get some feedback on these on the elections going on in Florida. Like I told y'all, I gave y'all the bulk of what I know about Miss Abrams. Looks like she has a strong campaign going on. Adonis is giving us some information. November the 13th, 34th, here I come. 5th anniversary as well. Congratulations on that, my brother. Congratulations. Yeah. And I appreciate y'all watching, man. Y'all please comment on the video, like the video, share the video. If this is your first time watching, we talk about everything on the T-Luv Talks Podcast. I get silly, I get gritty. You know what I'm saying? We clown, we gonna have fun. You feel me? So I appreciate y'all.
And you might learn something.
You might learn something. All right, I'm talking too much. Let me see if I can get my guests in here, because usually I'm smoking by now. I already said it, my G. Scorpios in the building. 43rd on the 12th. Oh, all my Scorpios chiming in. That's what it do. Where they at? I got my sister chiming in. What's up, Tori? All smiles. Girl, I know you big as a house, girl. You about to drop that baby, girl. I know you big as a house, girl. Mwah. Tell my brother I said what's up. All right, so y'all, if y'all just not chiming in, you watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This is episode 10. The consistency has been real. So we're gonna get some guests in here tonight. We're gonna get Black Constantine. Black Constantine is changing his name after the new year too. So y'all gotta be ready for that. I had to drop a video too. So hey sis. Please comment on the video. Y'all like the video. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. So, you know, this is good. This is good.
What up? What's going on?
Welcome to the show, Black Constantine. What's good with you, my G? I ain't seen you in a couple of weeks, dog.
Yeah, you already know.
I ain't seen you. You had a couple of hot dates the last couple of weekends. We miss your knowledge on the show, my brother.
Yeah, man. Out here finessing, man. Out here finessing. No finessing and no stressing. The more finessing, the less stressing.
Absolutely. No shake and bake Black Wall Street, right?
Yep. Black Wall Street. You got it.
So what's good with you, my family? How was your week, brother?
Great, man. Blacktastic. Blacktastic as usual, man. I can't complain. You know, big up to all the Scorpios out there. Mine is November 14th. And I'm just gathering up all these.
See the Scorpios chiming in.
Yeah, see that. You got your boy in there. You got Hasim in there. You got the other boy in there, Adonis.
Yeah, my daughter's on the 20th.
Yep. What's up?
When is Tori's birthday? Oh, okay. I was just checking. But yeah, man, I was just you know, I started the podcast out, you know, I wanted to talk about well, I had briefly mentioned the shooting that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if you heard about that, but it was actually a white dude that he tried to go inside of a First Baptist church. He couldn't get into the church. He went to a Kroger that was nearby, and this joker wound up walking in there shooting two black folks. So yeah, it was crazy, man, and clearly it was a hate crime. It didn't get a whole lot of press coverage, so I didn't know if you heard about it. But like what I was saying though, it kind of segued great with the topic tonight because I want to talk about Stacey Abrams, possibly about to be the first black female, um, you know, governor of the state of Georgia, whatever, and I think in the country, if I'm not mistaken, the first black female governor in this country. Um, and then you got, hold on, Constantine look like he's. Oh, you there, bro? Okay, you there? Okay. And then you got this dude. I think you had mentioned it to me, the black guy as well. That's about to be the what is attempting to be the governor of Florida as well. But I was saying, man, I don't really mess around with the voting, the political stuff too much, bro. But I feel like if that's what people do, and now in the time that we talked about being in the Trump era, like people really got to step up and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like that can help on a local level, because it's bad, man. We got stories like this with white folks walking inside of grocery stores actually killing black folks, and it don't get national coverage. You know what I'm saying? And so it was kind of disheartening to me, man. So like, me, I'm more on a conscious level. You probably won't see me at a voting poll, but for my people out there, like I'm saying, I wouldn't negate them doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Yep.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, man. I heard about that. That's real tragic. Real tragic, man. What's going on out here? So I mean, what really got me out? I haven't been out there in about over a decade myself, man. So I'm actually gonna see, what can we? Because I mean, locally, I actually talked to the lady myself. So and seeing her out there, she talked to dad too. So I'm all for people, especially black people, doing what they, making it, trying to, do something better for us out there, man, and try to change the imagery around there. But even though, like you say, behind the scenes, they still work for somebody, but at least it'll change the face of shit, kind of like what Obama did. But this is more like on a
Right.
local level, you know what I'm saying? So it's a possibility. You see women are gonna be a first woman governor there. But yeah, that's why they rebelling, man, because that her and that governor from Florida doing this thing. So
Right.
that's causing
Hey,
it causing
somebody put his name in the feed because I do not know what his name is, the governor of Florida. I'm sorry, I'm born and raised in Florida. But somebody put his name up there. Put his story in there if you know what his story is, because I don't even know his background. I just know with Stacey Abrams, I know Oprah Winfrey was in the hood today, walking around, getting people to vote for Stacey Abrams. And I know the last time Oprah campaigned for somebody, he wound up being the first black president. So I'm pretty sure she got it locked in. I don't know what's going on with the dude in Florida right now, but man, we got a serious situation out here, man, where, a lot of this stuff is still getting swept under the rug, man. And you know what's so crazy about this thing, man? Like, the people that's doing these crazy acts of hate, man, these ain't even the real people that's in control of the society. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
These are, his name is Gillum. I think his name was Gillum, the guy that shot, the guy that shot those two black people.
No.
Right.
Is that it?
No.
Oh, the guy that's running for governor. Excuse me, scratch that. Gregory Bush. Damn, this nigga name was Gregory Bush. The nigga that shot, is that him? Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah, the white boy that shot the two black folks inside a grocery store. His last name was Bush. I didn't know that. So
Yeah, and I also heard that he some white dude ran up on him and then he was like, don't, he's like, I'm not gonna shoot you, man. He's like, you're white like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting them. I'm not shooting you. You're on the same. That's what I heard that he said when he because I guess maybe one of the white dudes is trying to stop him that saw him shoot or
right. So
whatever, and
this
then
was
he told him, yo, back up or something. I'm white, just like you. We on the same team.
this was clearly a hate crime. It didn't get the national news coverage that it should have got. What did Adonis say? That's why I keep saying y'all gotta come get some true firearm training from me. TNT Technical teaches consistency and gives us all the ability to protect ourselves. They won't protect us, so we must protect. Let me read more. We must protect ourselves. Big up to Adonis, man. If you are interested in tactical training, give my homeboy Adonis a shout. He's in the Atlanta area.
In Atlanta?
You know, yeah. He back. Yeah, he back.
Okay.
He back. So definitely inbox Adonis if that's something y'all interested in. He'll send you the direct information or the link on how you find out about the TNT tactical training. But yeah, that's just something we got to get back to as a people as well, trusting our people to do right by us. And you know, everybody ain't out to get you. And I appreciate Adonis chiming in with that information. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to help. But yeah, man. What else going on, man? I don't know. These jokers gonna make me goddamn go to a damn polling station or something. Shit, I need to see if my Florida. I guess if you ain't even registered, nigga. Facts. I haven't been for quite a while.
One thing is like they've been like since I did register out here, they've been harassing the hell out of me. I tell you that much. Like they be
As soon as
texting
they
the hell
get
out
your
of you and shit,
information,
like
we
making
got
sure
you.
you go, and you know you haven't been around in a long time. Yeah, I haven't been around in a long time because it wasn't nothing worthwhile on the local level. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody that got your liking, man. Like they gotta have some things. Like my dad said, I mean, it's bad on both ends, but one gonna cut your head off and one gonna cut your finger off. Which one, which one would you prefer? You know what I'm saying? If you had to, you didn't have a choice, which, really is like, some stand by us, but when they get out there, it's a different thing. So that's why it would really kept me out of there because, a lot of them Democrats just talk to get our votes. And then they don't really, when they get up there, they don't really, fulfill their things. Like, what's the name? What's that judge? I think Judge Mathis was talking about some things about Clinton and all that people didn't know about. So a lot of people were talking about he was the black president and all that, but he was one of the ones that with the three strikes, he was the one that really created that, man. Like dealing with that and a lot of the brothers getting locked up. Like say you could have 5 bags of crack and get motherfucking 10 years, and it's basically he was the one that came with all them hard crack rules that's still out now. So they was people think that he was down like that, but he wasn't really down like that. So it was just that he knew how to play black folks, just like Trump knew how to play white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to this day, I believe black people still think Bill Clinton was on our side, and I believe his wife, she had a big part in Planned Parenthood as well. And if you don't know, if you don't know anything about Planned Parenthood, you need to go and do your research because that affected our people in a very harsh way, and that encouraged a lot of black deaths, if you will, as far as abortions and things of that level, and as far as mass incarceration. So yeah, that was detrimental, and that's part of the reason why I don't like getting into it because I know, and I mean, if you you got to be under a rug if you don't know how these people operate. These people operate in the best interest of the corporations. At the end of the day, that's why I said when you're looking at big government, they're operating in the for the big corporations. They scratch each other's back. In other words, you know what I'm saying. The movers and shakers of the world. You know what I mean. The owners of Heinz ketchup, the owners of some of these franchises like the New England Patriots, some of these people, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of these people that's got a lot of this generational generational wealth, should I say, slavery wealth.
No, he said it, man. What made you think of the owner of Heinz Ketchup? That's a good example, though. Definitely a good example.
Because the owner of Heinz Ketchup is actually John Kerry's wife. So a lot of people, I'm pretty sure that's factual. Heinz Ketchup is John Kerry, the guy that ran for president. His wife's family, they left her Heinz Ketchup. So John Kerry has a lot to do. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Is that his name? John? I man, don't have me, boy. I don't know these white folks, man. But he was one of the ones that ran for president. I think he was vice president. Funny looking white dude, the far out Adam's apple, skinny, kind of tall. And he's still, I think, in the Senate right now, if I ain't mistaken. But yeah, one of those cats, they wife own that shit. But yeah, man, it's like they got all this generational wealth and generational power, man. And it's like, it's so crazy to even believe that, voting can even help, man. Like, I mean, my opinion, I'm not knocking y'all. In the beginning of this video, I said, hey, if that's what y'all do, please go and do it. Because we got a problem in this country, man. This shit messed up, man.
But you gotta look at it though, like, which kind of change. I mean, that what I talked about earlier, but a lot of people died over that shit, man, just because they wanted to vote, and people got shot and killed and shit like that. A lot of, people got ate up, you know what I'm saying, just because, they was really, into it like that. They really wanted to do it instead of like back then we should have developed our own party and then focus on rebuilding. But, it's like all we have is this now, where we should have had something, you know what I'm saying, more of another option that people that cut from our cloth, you know what I'm saying? So like even the people that's out there now, I mean, they represent a good image. They can make things, but it's like really and truly are they cut from our same cloth? That's what we talking about here. So it's like that's what we missing. And the peoples are like quote unquote minorities should have their own. That way it's more something, something that's more tangible for us, you know what I mean? So that's basically coming in the future, but all we have now is this until, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we should have had something our own party by now.
But could we respect somebody? And I want to pose this question. Could we respect let's say a black president? We had Barack, black president. But could we respect the black president? Let's just say, for example, somebody that looked like me and you, maybe somebody with dreads, somebody that, had that thick facial hair, maybe a cat that had a gold right here at the bottom right here, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a teardrop right here. Could we accept a real nigga as the president, if you will? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that, now keep in mind, now somebody that was intellectual though. Somebody that was intellectual, but still intellectually spoke Ebonics. You know what I'm saying? Was able to cut through the Ebonics from time to time and talk about foreign policy, talk about global warming, talk about, you know what I'm saying, the education system, you know what I'm saying? But was just a real nigga, just a nigga like, you know what I'm saying, a real nigga.
Yeah, like a guy like, I can see what's name being like that, but most of the dudes that do that, like I said, they had to have their own party. You got dudes like T.I., man. You got dudes like them kind of dudes. They could make a difference. They know, you know what I'm saying? They have that. They cut from our cloth. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why they don't get involved in the politics, because they're not gonna stand on the island knowing their thoughts gonna be controlled. But you know what I'm saying, you have guys like him that would have, I don't know. It's like they don't really have, I guess, the strength to do it, even though they want to do it. But I mean, it's something gonna happen in the future, man. Is just because we still having, the same issues and the same rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got some new candidates putting pressure on people. Actually, black ones. That's what I like. I see them like spanking asses in debates and shit like that. So they kind of, especially the one from Florida, he real eloquent. He do his thing. He bust his ass in that debate. So I mean, it's good to see that. I mean, that's what got me, you know, going. But honestly, if it was just two whites up there, you know, I wouldn't honestly want to be involved. I guess, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at least they see somebody that you say, oh, this dude is actually, you could tell like he actually from Florida for real though. You know what I'm saying? He like a dude that came from poverty. So he's one of those guys that I say he's probably the closest thing, you know, relatable that we have out here now. So for him to win, if he wins, that'll basically let us set a whole nother wave of politics coming in. You know, you get him.
Right. Okay, so we got some comments coming in. Let me see what Adonis said. And salute to everybody that's just not chiming in. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This episode 10, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all like the video, share the video, comment on the video. If this is your first time watching, but this is episode 10, and we appreciate y'all. We talk about the culture. We talk about everything, y'all. We appreciate y'all for watching. Let me see what Adonis said. As a culture, we can't respect each other or accept one another on a regular level. Too many of us beating each other down, broken homes, slanging dope, etc. I don't think they ready for me to drop knowledge. And then he said, T.I. and all of them are just acting for record sales. Don't believe the shot. Don't believe that shot. Okay, what he's trying to say, don't believe it. Okay, got you, bro. All right, so right, that's what he was trying to say.
He was trying to say shit. He was trying to say shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is, like, we know it has to be somebody that's an eloquent speaker. It has to be somebody that's a sharp dresser, but it's got to be somebody that's smart. But it's got to be somebody that speaks to us directly. You know what I'm saying? Like Obama, he basically kind of went over here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say he went over here, you know, from black people is because black people didn't, you know, make sure their agenda was up front, you know, before they gave him his vote. You know what I'm saying? They were just so happy to see a black president to where, you know, it was just, okay, it's a black president. We want him in the White House. You know what I'm saying? We want to see a black woman. We want to see black children in the White House. And we got that. And I feel like that was great. And you spoke on this as well, image-wise, for young black men to see that they can actually control and be the leader of, you know, this great country that we built. And, you know, you got Stacey Abrams, is going up for election, which that will also put in the minds of young black girls everywhere that, hey, you can be a governor of a state. I get that. That's all great and dandy. But if these people do not speak directly to us and have us in mind and in heart and in spirit and how they're moving, how can we trust them if they don't speak directly to us? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we got to have somebody that ain't afraid. Like, we've been doing all of this talk, minority. No, forget that. Everybody in the minority bunch now. We need black folks, African American, whatever you want to call us. We need help. We need to ask for it, and we need to be upfront about it, and we need to let this joker know we built this country. We could burn this country down. Like your mama said, I brought you in this world. I could take your ass out of this world, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how we need to be with the white man. Shit. We built this country. God damn it. We will burn this bitch down. And they was mad at niggas during Katrina when niggas was tearing Katrina up, and in St. Louis when they was tearing St. Louis up. I was like, burn that shit down. I was like, no, not your own shit. Go on their side of town, nigga. Nigga, they ain't gonna do nothing but rehire niggas to build this shit or bring in some Mexicans to build it.
You know, they'll get it done. They'll rebuild a whole nation in one year, man. They if necessary, you already know.
Man,
They got
right,
them.
right.
Yeah,
Prime example, we built our rack up in about 10 years, blew it up, and then built it back up.
Right. You put one in the air, look at you. You got you one of them sticks in the air.
Yeah, man. You already know what it is, man. What we was smoking on this week, man. I was messing niggas up last week, man. This week we was smoking on tangy biscotti. Like, what is a fucking biscotti? My girl, like, that's a cookie. I'm like, oh, okay. What else? Freaking what else did we have? Some other shit too.
All sorts of shit, man. Cherry something. What was that? Cherry sherbet? Was that cherry sherbet?
Cherry sherbet, yeah.
GG, some shit.
Oh yeah, Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, it done got to a point, man, with that just I be waking up sometimes still on one, dog. Really.
What Hasim said, I meant gentrify. Did I miss Hasim comment? Hey, we got all our people chiming in. We got our people from up top, Rochester chiming in, New York. We got people from everywhere watching, man. Our fans all over Florida, Texas, New York. We got people all over Georgia. We appreciate y'all watching this.
Oklahoma, we got Letitia in there. Oklahoma.
Got Letitia in there. Shouts out, man. Shouts out to everybody. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. If this is your first time watching the video, please like the video. Please, if you want to comment on anything we're talking about, go ahead and feel free to comment. But yeah, bro. I also, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, man. I also wanted to send a condolences to the dude that did the song with my cousin, man. What is his name? Young Greatness. Young Greatness.
Oh man, that's another topic right there, man. That was so sad, man. Man, Louisiana's cursed, man. Like everybody who honestly, like, you know, we looked at Louisiana as a party town, man. I mean, a party state, you know, for the Mardi Gras and all that. And then it's just like, you do the tally on the rappers that died, say in the past 5 years, they got the most. Like all them dudes, like, you know, a lot of them dudes that been messing with Cash Money and shit out there. A lot of them little young dudes been dying.
Right.
Dude just died. Like I say, Young Greatness has been at least a rapper been dying. 2 rappers or so been dying every year out there, man. That's why Boosie don't stay out there no more, man. He like, man, y'all niggas better get out of there, man. The people from your own city would do it. This dude at the Waffle House, you know what I'm saying, get something to eat, and somebody must have said something slick to him, and I guess he said something back, and they shot him, man. Shot him in the back, man. Killed him. Just over hate.
So I definitely wanna send condolences out to this young man family, Young Greatness. I never knew the guy. I do know that he had a song with my cousin called Lemonade, Mr. Mo. It was Mr. Mo featuring Young Greatness and Rollo. And if you don't know the history behind it, my cousin actually got into some gun violence, and he's no longer here with us as well. And that happened, you know, in the summer. So definitely want to send condolences out to Young Greatness and his family. I don't know the situation. A lot of people saying Cash Money, like you said, they're a shady company, and they got some, you know, like why wasn't they protecting this dude? You know what I'm saying? Or why wasn't he, you know, told to not be in his city? Like, you know, I don't know. When you sign these major deals with these major labels, it seemed like, you know, you'd have like almost like guidance counselors there and people that have your best interest, because you obviously must mean something to the company if they sign you for whatever millions of dollars or whatever.
He was actually, I don't think he was actually on the downslide, man. He had that song, that Moolah song, it was real big. and then you know, he was real heavy then he died out. So it was like we got to a point now he wasn't completely broke, but he had got to a point where he was moving independent with it. But with that being said, you know, he still he went into like the elements where he was from. You see what I'm saying? He still had way more money and everything than those boys out there. And the jealousy is big, man, out there. So with him, you know, taking that step back, you know, coming off of that hiatus, man, he had a lot of haters. It's just like, well, you know, being he was being in a bad area, man, going back. And he said on his last interview that they can't stop him. He said no matter what they do, he said he got his mama there, his people there, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he said that's not gonna stop him from doing what he need to do. So I mean that he said that on Vlad, and that ended up being his demise, man. Just I guess going over there, then he had, you know, he got haters right there. You know, you going to see people, and then them boys they got nothing to live for, man. So you know, you gotta he was put this way, he was hated hard in his own yard, man.
Right.
He had came funny. He was living out here, and then he ended up moving back there. You know, that's what happened. Like he was out here doing it big 2016. You know that Moolah. He was riding hard on that. You know the music, how the music shit go. You gotta keep coming with that shit. That kind of music that he make. You gotta that's just like most of them dudes, man. You know they one hit wonders. You know, but he ended up, you know, like I said, moving back there, man, and that was his demise. He just stayed out here. You know what I'm saying? Going back home, seeing his people, and actually, there's one thing that he was just coming just to fly in. I'm understanding he was coming just to fly in to see him. That's what they were saying. And he died.
They say he was going to a funeral, right? They say he was going to a funeral. They say he flew in
going
for
to somebody's funeral. He ended up dying.
Somebody killed him while he was in town. God damn, man. So he probably was moving to where he wasn't there, but niggas hated him so much in his hometown. And man, that's a sad story, man.
Yeah, he plotted on it.
That's a sad story. And then you just had the incident, like I guess it was last month, where you had Yellow Beezy. And it's funny because I like Yellow Beezy from Dallas, and I was telling my girl, I was like, Yellow Beezy, he done did a bunch of shows in Atlanta. I said, watch, this young guy gonna move out here. I was like, he need to move out here to Atlanta. And then shortly after that, excuse me, we heard about Yellow Beezy getting shot. But apparently Yellow Beezy, he okay, he doing well. But again, he was shot in his hometown in Dallas.
With him, he had a beef with a local comedian there too. I don't know if you heard about the dude named Roy.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that beef.
Yeah, that's what really was. You know, he got into some beef with them boys. So it's two different crews, and Roy Lee ended up dying, and it was a retaliation.
Oh yeah,
my understanding was retaliation from Roy Lee dying. You know what I'm saying? They was beefing. It was back and forth. That guy's a comedian, but he was like a gangster comedian or something. But yeah, man. So they should.
There's a lot of people I was gonna say it's a lot of people that's benefiting off people demise and shit too, like that, because the OG Crip that was involved with that particular situation, he was showing how people was trying to implement him and Yellow Beezy getting shot just because he was set tripping. You know, I'm not in no gang. I don't know how it worked, but he called out the Triple OG. He had called out Yellow Beezy for that Roy Lee situation, like for a fade or whatever. So, but they made it seem like he set up a hit on Yellow Beezy. So it's a lot of fuck niggas out there that's coming up off fake news and fake media and shit like that too. So, you know, because somebody did that shit when my cousin died, and you know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you won't catch that shit on the T-Luv Talks Podcast. Had to get that plug in there. Episode 10, y'all, please like the video, share the video, comment on the video, just say what's up, let us know you out there. We're gonna keep the topics rolling. This episode 10, so we winning, y'all. We still here, still getting it in. So if this is your first time watching, please like the video. Feel free to comment on the video, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. What else was on the, what else is happening in the news, man? You tell me, because this has been a crazy week for me.
Man, shit, I've been trying, like I said, popping in and all the, you know, the new news is fucking, all the news come on YouTube now and shit. So be checking that shit out. So I'm getting informed here and there. But like, man, there's politics, man. A lot of people getting shot, and you know, people, a lot of violence in different cities and stuff, man. So that's what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, around this
Generational
people should put bombs
poverty.
out. They caught the guy who put out the mail bombs and shit. The dude, crazy ass white guy who was putting out, sending out, you know, bombs to like Obama and
D.
all that.
Morris, D. Williams. Hey, appreciate y'all chiming in. Y'all watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. If y'all just not chiming in, we've been talking about a little bit of everything tonight. We talking about Stacey Abrams. We talking about Gillum. I think it's Gillum, the black guy that's running for governor of Florida. Also, we was talking about that shooting that happened in Kentucky, with the white guy walked up in the Kroger and shot two black people, innocent black people.
I thought it was Walmart.
No, it was a Kroger. It was a Kroger, okay. Man. Yeah, because I had walked inside of the Kroger down here, and it's a black security guard that I always talk to, and I was like, what's up, bro? I was like, you know, what's up with that shit that happened in Louisville? He's like, man, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. He said, I don't know. He ain't got no gun or nothing, right? So he's like a non-armed security. So I'm just like, you know how I walk. I'm walking up on him militant with my 9mm on my side. He looking down at me like, yeah, nigga, get you one, nigga, because these motherfucking white folks who don't like us, now don't get it twisted. Some white people, they fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? They melanated. Some of them are melanated for whatever reason, however the DNA was set up. They look white, but they fuck with us. But like these hateful motherfuckers, like, what was that dude's name again, Corey? George? No, don't call him George Bush. Gregory Bush. But he was a Bush that shot these two black people inside the grocery store. But yeah, just to finish up the story, I was talking to the security guard at this Kroger, and I was just kind of messing with him, bullying him a little bit, like, nigga, step up, nigga. Nigga, you don't know what's gonna happen out here. He was like, yeah, you right, man. Yeah, nigga, because you gonna guard that ATM and find your ass fucked up in this motherfucker sitting up there by this ATM, nigga. Well, I guess he good because he by the door, so if he need to run, I guess he can at least run. Because the nigga ain't got no gun. None. So
yeah, he wanted them $7. He wanted them $7 security guards, ain't he?
Man. Yeah, you know, one of those cats is he really just trying to coast to his retirement. You know what I'm saying? He don't want no trouble, no part of it.
Yeah, they give him that $7.25 without an arm. Unarmed security guards get $7.25 an hour.
Come on, man. I know that man making at least 12. Don't do him like that, dog.
Shit, nigga. You talking about you gotta be armed to get. You gotta be armed to get 12.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Adonis. What the hell is he gonna do? Nigga sitting up in that Kroger.
What he gonna do is get that $7.25 an hour, nigga, buy some candy with it.
Well, I know where he parked his car at. And it's pretty close to the exit as well. So if he's smart, he'll hit that exit because they ain't paying me enough to be up in that mother without having some heat on me when it's going down like that in Kroger's. I would have told the manager immediately, my boss, oh yeah, you heard about what happened in Louisville, Kentucky? A white dude walked up in a Kroger and shot two black folks. I'm gonna need about $4.37 more an hour, at least, nigga. I'm about to go over here to this white subdivision and sit out in the front of this white subdivision and secure this motherfucker. Because I know ain't shit finna happen over here. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you in an area where it's a predominantly black area, which apparently the dude tried to go into First Baptist Church or some type of church couldn't gain access to the church. Then went to a Kroger that was nearby, that obviously predominantly black Krogers, urban store people in there, and yeah, this food done shot up two of our peoples. And the lady, Vicky Jones, God rest her soul, condolences to her family. She's a retired nurse from the VA hospital. And then you had Maurice Steyp, who was killed in front of his 12-year-old grandson. So this shit going down, man. Shit going down,
You heard
man.
about that, what happened in VA in Virginia, where the kids was getting off the school bus, and then the guy ended up killing two of the kids, and one of them was in critical condition, like it was a school bus driver, and he didn't I guess he was trying to say the sun was in his eye or something, but he wiped them out, man. Just imagine, man, and they watched the actual parents and watched their kids get wiped out like that, man.
Wow.
And yeah, so like shit, two of them died and one was in critical condition. That happened like last week. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy, man.
Truck like an
I didn't hear about
18-wheeler. Yeah.
No, I ain't hear about that, bro. I ain't hear about that at all. There's a lot of crazy stuff going in the news, man.
Yeah, the clients that keep you up on the news sometimes. Some of those distinguished Europeans, they gonna keep up on it.
Man, what's up with all these niggas coming across the feed wearing wigs and shit, bro?
Who that?
Man, it's been numerous niggas coming up across my Facebook feed that's rocking wigs. Niggas rocking all different types of wigs. This shit crazy, doing niggas? All type of skits. No, it's random. It's just random shit coming across my feed. I don't know if you be on Facebook like that, bro, but this shit getting ridiculous, dog. It's like niggas is being like copycats. It's like niggas is being copycats, man. It's like, I don't know, that shit done got bad, man. I guess niggas looking at that as a way to go viral and shit by throwing on a wig and just snapping, you know what I'm saying, on some, not even on no funny comedy shit, dog. It's just some old weird ass, demasculized type of energy, man, by niggas that's got full facial, hair on their face and shit. Is just a lot of ridiculous shit, man, that's catching on now, man. I'm watching this shit. Right. Always got to dig into that shit, man, and let niggas know y'all niggas don't have to wear a wig to get on, nigga. Stop putting no wigs on, boy.
Man. See what happened when you ain't got no good guidance, man. See what your kids do.
Man, and I hate to say this shit, man, but in a lot of cases, man, we deal with this in our community, man, where you have a lot of men that are being raised by women that now look at it, they about to get on me, but I'm gonna give my disclaimer, but I'm gonna say this shit. A lot of niggas being raised by women only, and the women that are raising them are not instilling in them what is necessary for them to coexist out here and keep our reputation strong as black men. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, but it is some good, strong women out there who don't raise.
Or you have some of these call center niggas that they basically do. They the women in the relationship, and the woman is the man in that regard because they're not being men and they letting shit slide. See what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, if you got a boy or whatever, you do some feminine stuff, you gotta correct it from a young age. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what they, you know what I'm saying, they would do in the 80s if somebody did something like that, correct that. You don't do that. You a boy. Nowadays, man, they not doing that. You got these calls, a lot of these, some of these call center niggas, they like women. You see what I'm saying? They gonna condone that shit. You see what I'm saying? They not going, and like I said, it's a lot of them, it's not an alpha male out there that really, is raising kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see like like, especially you don't see no alpha males that's out there like, okay, we was growing up, you wanted to be like this, like, okay, this how you gotta be strong, you gotta, the man is basically, like you say, is feminized, man. especially in corporate America. The corporate American man, the corporate American black man is not, he's pretty much feminized, man. And now these niggas having kids and shit and bringing up, you know, all of these feminine bloodlines that's out there now. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
we
man.
like guys like us would be like the enemies to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, they do shit, you know, you're on a job or whatever, they do their little shit, you know, try to get you written up or whatever. All of, you know, stuff I used to go through, you know, but I seen it happen before my eyes, man. I seen it happen in the past 10 years. So I'm against that shit, bro. We got to raise up some
Yeah.
soldiers out here, man. We ain't got no real soldiers out here no more, man. That's why all this shit happening the way it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna report that shit as spam if that shit come across my feed again. I'm gonna see that shit come across my feed again. Cause that shit getting ridiculous, dog. Niggas gotta really talk about that shit, and niggas be watching that shit and giggling and laughing and thinking that shit cute. And this shit going across the world, when you see that shit be having millions of views, and this shit going across the world, and people is actually depicting us, you know, they looking at us, taking this as a depiction of us. Adonis said, listen, I'm gonna read all of his comment because he wrote something before. He said, every answer you need is in the book titled Breaking the Curse of Willie Lynch. Okay, I heard that was a good book. I have not read that one. Okay, also, a black family is powerful. So they decided to ship in dope, lock us up for selling it, and tear us down. The power of the black man, removed
You know your
education.
boy Donis look like Detroit Red and shit, man.
Detroit Red.
Yeah, he look
Yo,
like young Malcolm X when he's Detroit Red and shit.
we don't need soldiers, we need men. Facts, bro. So, just piggybacking off of that, man, it's like these young brothers, man. I'm here to tell you, dog, that's not the wave, bro. You putting a wig on, being a clown for what? For what? If you funny, dog, you gonna be funny without that wig on, bro. You are demasculizing your race, sir. That's what you're doing, bro. That's
But
what
you know
you're
where that
doing
come
when you
from,
put
right?
that wig on. That's that Medea syndrome. That's that.
Not before Medea, you had levels to that shit. You had basically Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? You had like the people that they can, like white people, like first, like you never really seen Richard ain't do that. I ain't see Richard them do that, but I know when Eddie Murphy was about. That's when you first start seeing like men. You know what I'm saying? Being feminine, like the way he dressed and the way he carried himself, and you know he did that. Then you had Martin doing the shit. And you had Jamie Foxx doing the shit.
Martin,
And you got
right,
Medea doing
right,
the shit. You know what I'm saying? So you
right,
had
right,
basically like the niggas in the 70s wasn't doing that shit. When Eddie Murphy, that's what
right,
made Eddie Murphy so popular. I mean, he was funny, but then he had a feminine aspect that they put out there with him. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
He would do those, right. He would do those different characters, and he would play different women characters. I know of, the last 8 years. I know he did Norbit, and he played the heavyset woman. And they always got a thing where they play a heavyset black woman, and they try to emulate the elderly, which is something that's sacred for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny how they do that, dog. Because if you look at Medea, you look at the role that Martin played in the fat suit or whatever. He played quite a few. Yeah, Big Mama, and then Eddie Murphy did the Clumps, where he played a few different women characters. Um, so, but when you look at that, a lot of them play older black women, usually grandmamas, and that's
Right.
something that's sacred to us, and that's something that people don't want to talk about because you like to go see Tyler Perry movie. Shout out to Tyler Perry because he employing a lot of damn black people in Atlanta. But I'm just saying, Negro, I'm just saying, we know in the community, we know how you get the, You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's talent there. He's a talented brother, granted, but his edge is that dress. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been that dress, and that dress gave him an advantage that a lot of white folks saw in Hollywood as, oh, we can let him in. You know, he came with the plays, and he basically, when he came with the plays, he got the church community in. And you know, once you draw the church community in, then he was able to get other black people in the community in. You know, it was a wrap then. So everybody that
so like you said, but you said he could have did that, you know what I'm saying, by not actually playing Medea. He could have actually hired a real black woman to do it. You know, you didn't have to dress up like
play
that.
that role.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like people don't look at that. Like he embodied that character, and then you could have, you know, it's always disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, disrespect, and you know, and that's basically like you say, grandma and them look like that.
Though. He wasn't gonna get that sponsorship though if he didn't play Medea, nigga. Nigga, that check.
I mean,
came
he is
when
Medea, man. That's 50-50. He's Medea and Tyler Perry. He's both.
That's
you know
funny because we was watching what Get Married. What is it? Why Did I Get Married? We was watching Why Did I Get Married the other night. And it's funny because he played a man in that movie, but you can always see aspects of Medea come out when he acts. You know what I'm saying? Being his regular self.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got a Medea room in his house where he just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he Medea. He might just dress up like Medea and go out there.
At the crib.
Yeah, he got a Medea room, like where he just, you know what I'm saying? Where he just.
They got a Medea room at the crib.
He got a Medea room where he got all that shit and what he gonna do next, you know what I'm saying? I could see him doing that, dog, having a Medea room and just recording himself and like, I'm gonna use this here. I'm gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, people always look at the money aspect of it. They don't actually look like what's going on with that and how that platform could be used for other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like one thing I could say that, you know, he was employing a lot of people, but he also, you know, I say like he didn't take a lot of the Cosby aspects of what he was doing, like scoping like what Cosby did. He made it look real good, man. Like he could have been, you know, taking more of that direction, but he took another direction. You see what I'm saying? Like what he wanted to do for himself. You see what I'm saying? It's like being selfish in the aspect that you're gonna do what you want to do that's making money, but you're not. How is that building up a black family? What is that doing? That's laughing. That's even people laughing at us. You know what I'm saying? How is that anything compared to a Cosby show or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Or like a different world or something like that. You know, you don't got nothing. That's why Cosby is where he is now, because he was trying to bring that back. You know, what we had in the 90s and the 80s. That's why he's where he is now, because they have, you know, you got Tyler Perry is what, you know, what they would prefer. He's the new Cosby. See what I'm saying? He put all this stuff out. And that's what, you know, you never seen Bill Cosby dressing up like no woman, like no grandmama. You never seen that. He'll do Fat Albert, but see, that's why I say, you know, that's what they like to see, and that's the standards of it. They wasn't gonna let them bring that back by buying out those networks, you know, bringing real traditional, you know what I'm saying, the new black family, like 2K version of what's what he put out before.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Y'all watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This is episode 10. We'll get all my fingers up there because I'm on split screen. This is episode 10. So we appreciate y'all like the video. Yeah. I was just trying to get it in there. I didn't even realize I was throwing up the rock and shit. But yeah, we on episode 10. 10, we up in y'all chest, nigga. We still doing this shit every fucking Thursday at 8, nigga, ish. At 8-ish. Nigga, where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? This goddamn cherry sherbet's supposed to be relaxing. This shit got me crunk now, nigga.
Should I have basically mix that here with some of that OG, man? That's Whoa.
Yeah.
Put it this way, I'm glad I got my full day of work in, because I don't think I'll be going out tonight. So
Yeah.
You know, right now, I feel good, man. Put in hard days of work in, you know, long hours, finessing hours on my own time.
Okay. It was a story. I think I told you about this story. Judge Joe Brown told this story. And the girl that he told this story to, um, she actually is from Miami. I met her when I lived in Miami. She interviewed Judge Joe Brown. Um, I'm gonna have to get y'all her name, but she did like a lot of modeling, and she's been on like just like a face of certain companies, like as far as advertising, she does a lot of that stuff. But anyway, somehow she got into the interviewing. Like she's in the podcast realm, so she was interviewing Judge Brown, and Judge Brown was telling her a story about generational poverty. I just wanted to sneak this story in. And he said when he was on the bench in whatever city he was in for whatever time of period he was in, he said it was this 63-year-old woman that used to come in his courtroom all the time. It was a black lady. And of course, we're talking about generational poverty. So this was a very poor family. This was a poor lady. She had 3,400 living descendants in that area. This lady had 13 sons, 3 daughters. So a total of 16 kids, right? And he said this family came in his courtroom so many times. He said the lady produced out of those 16 kids or whatnot, she had out of the boys, 3 of the boys had kids in the number of the 30s. So one of the sons had like 34 kids. Another one of the sons had like 42 kids.
Damn.
Another one of the sons had like 36 kids. Now, these are project babies. These are project babies now. So they constantly coming back through the court system, And I feel like you get a lot of no good motherfuckers out of that bunch. It's sad to say. Out of that bunch, we might be looking at where a lot of these demasculated children are coming from. And I hate to say that shit, but that's a problem we gotta deal with. You little niggas that's wearing these wigs, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. You coming out of generational poverty and you're doing anything because niggas will do anything for money. And I wanted to stick that story in there, and I felt it was necessary because that's what we're dealing with, and it just segued excellently off of what we dealing with these niggas with these wigs on. I didn't know we was gonna get into this tough tonight. I really wanted to talk about Stacey Abrams. Y'all go out and vote. Gillum, Florida governor, y'all go out and vote. That's what y'all doing. I'm gonna be here smoking on the Russian cream backwoods, son. That's what I'm gonna be here doing, supporting niggas getting their heads out of their asshole, having knowledge of self, coming into your own, nigga. Start following behind what everybody else doing. Let's get on board. Start trying to unify more, nigga. Start with the family. Start with your immediate family. Unify with your family. Then you can merge out. Because a lot of you niggas don't need to leave the house. Speak on it, bro. I'm just saying.
Hey, it's terrible. We see them every day.
Man. My nigga
A lot of
Hassan
these,
still
you know what I'm saying? I
chiming
don't
in.
want to disrespect the younger generation, man, but these little niggas are ugly as fuck, man. These little niggas be wearing some shit, you know what I'm saying? God damn.
Oh man. And you know what happened too. You know what happened. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Gucci Man hit him with the ice cream in the face.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of ugly niggas start putting tattoos in their face because they knew they was busted anyway. So,
Right.
you know, Gucci made it okay for these niggas to start, you know what I'm saying, put little tattoos in their face and shit and try to think that it's okay. Nigga, you still ugly.
Right.
But yeah. I don't want to get into that too much.
Then you got that that a lot of these niggas doing that Travis Scott shit look like the motherfuckers got like black worms coming out their head.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like that shit be killing me. I had like three clients like that today, man. Looking like Travis Scott meets motherfucking, I don't know, Travis Scott interfacing with a lizard with a
Takashi.
tattoo. Like, what's going on here, man? These niggas dying of worms coming out their hair. Shit locks. I saw it like Eddie Murphy said. I heard the dreads before, but shit locks, god damn. Oh, the fuck that is. They be having that shit faded right here. And they motherfucking shit be looking like fucking like fucking like some shit like some type of weed, look like crabgrass coming out their hair.
That's like a fallopian tube.
Look like got dark crabgrass coming out.
Yeah. Like some fallopian tubes coming out, basically.
And then they'll die like, say they might have like 15 of them, but 3 of them be die like one be green and one be orange and one be blonde and shit. And it be like 16 worms in the hair.
Yeah.
Getting in the car like that, like, man, I'm about to go play basketball. Like, for real, bro? Hey.
Yeah, I think they soaked some of those dreads in their period juice and then they died. So it's red. You know, a lot of those cats. That's what's happening. Well, I see you said the only black folks you see on TV now is either gay or dating somebody white. Damn. Man. And see, this is the problem that I'm having with my little show now. I've been having this problem with my little show. And the old lady know, you know, I started out liking Empire, but then you got Jamal ass on there. And this nigga constantly being extra gay on the shit.
I can't watch that.
I can't even enjoy an episode of Empire without seeing Jamal crazy ass kissing the shit out of some hairy ass nigga that look like him. So
right, that's like a norm. That's a norm. That shit come on TV, regular TV now, man. So
that's Fox, nigga. Yeah.
Right, that shit come on regular TV, man. Like, you gotta realize, like, man, that's when you know, like, it's all fucked up, man. And it's like to the point where like people defending that too.
So I don't know if y'all watch Empire, but the last episode, this nigga Jamal. If y'all don't know which one Jamal is the middle son, the one that fucking sing and shit, making R&B singers look bad. God damn it. Oh, shout out to Mario too. Mario making a comeback. He on Empire now, whatever. He on the new season or whatnot. Lucius about to sign him. But anyway, this nigga fucking Jamal is in love with a fucking nigga that got HIV, that's got motherfucking he got the HIV. Yeah, he HIV positive, excuse me. He don't have full-blown AIDS. But the nigga proposed to each other. They both bought each other rings. Now, one of these dudes got HIV. One of them do not have HIV. They are promoting a drug for Jamal, who does not have HIV, to say that it's okay for him to have sex with this dude that's HIV positive. So they
I want to
promoting
piggyback
some
off of that.
fuck shit.
You heard about that? They selling that now. So basically, they saying they like they're using gay guys to promote this product. Basically, is like for HIV people to have sex with people that don't have HIV when they having gay sex. So this pill is supposed to eliminate that. So they take that pill, they can have, sex, when they take that pill, unprotected. You see what I'm saying? And it's like they're using that for gay people. They got them promoting that shit. I saw that.
Man.
It's like a
That shit
pill they can
crazy.
take.
It's fucking up my
Supposed to,
Empire
safe.
experience.
That's crazy, man. I saw
Shit
that
fucking
shit.
up my Empire experience. What Hasim said, oh, one got HIV and the other one got PTSD. Good one, dog. That was a funny shit.
That's crazy.
For real, dog. Cause this nigga just left war and shit, right? Yeah. You fucking idiot.
I can't watch that shit, man. I watch Power, man. I mean, they had that little shit going on in the beginning of season 1, but they basically cut that shit. You know what I'm saying? They cut it. They had it going on, had like a gay kingpin in that bitch. They killed that motherfucker, and they hadn't been on there since. So that's why I rock with that shit. That Empire, man, that shit pop up in there too much, man. You be wanting to watch it, but then you see that shit. Crazy. Oh man, the fuck going on here, man?
See, that's my infatuation with watching light-skinned niggas like Terrence Howard. Yeah, but it's light-skinned niggas and all them motherfuckers. Light-skinned niggas. Jamal got PTSD after Freddie shot his ass.
I see him going in, ain't he?
Oh shit, man. We have to get Hasim on the line tonight, man. That goddamn Hasim, man.
He a motherfucker, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So that nigga birthday is on the 12th too, man. Right?
Scorpios, where y'all at? Y'all supposed to be stunting. Scorpios, this y'all time to shine, nigga. Hey, but man, salute to everybody that's chiming in. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. This episode 10. We here to win. Hey, we've been talking about everything tonight, man. We've been talking about everything tonight, man. Got Black Constantine with us. Just a lot of, we talk about everything, man. We get we start the show off, it'd be kind of mild when I start off, just depending on how I'm feeling. And then, once we get our guests in, we always turn up. We get us a couple of backwoods in us.
You got some of the Russian ones over there smoking on the Russian?
Yeah, man. You seen my little parody I did? And I fought with the gas station attendant.
Man, that was hilarious, man.
That shit was so funny, dog.
That shit was hilarious, man. Hey, when you came in there like that, right? The first thing I thought, this motherfucker, I'm like, okay, this motherfucker might be scared. He gonna go back there and hide, thinking Tone about to rob that bitch. I bet you that nigga was scared as a motherfucker. You see, you kept coming there like that, and he like, oh shit, like what's going on? What's going on? Like it was like, yeah, you're a mere mortal. You're a mere mortal. He's like, I want some Dutchess. He's like, he didn't know whether to give you the money or the Dutchess.
I need backwoods, you mere mortal.
Yeah, but see, you had the hoodie on, man. You had the hoodie on, man. You can't win in there like that. That motherfucker. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he might have seen my hoodie before, though. That shit was so funny, though.
Yeah, he's like, is that the same guy? Okay, once he realized it was you, he actually excelled and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Calm down, right, and laugh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Y'all check out the YouTube channel too, man. We keep the link for the YouTube in here. Every podcast we post it on YouTube, so you can always go back to YouTube and clown on YouTube on the comments. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. What did Adonis say? And Adonis, at a point, I think we watch to try to support our black entertainers. Speak on it, science, my nigga. But in reality, our black entertainers need to start being more selective of the roles they portray. It's not like, let's see here, let me finish here. It's not like we won't support them in anything they do, but I'm truly starting to lose face. Man, Donis, you dropping science tonight, man.
Well, you know Adonis' fucking uncle is Malcolm X and shit, you know?
Salute! Ring me long!
And that nigga should have dressed up. That nigga should have dressed up like Malcolm X for the fucking for Halloween, man. He looked just like that nigga, man.
Right, he would have killed that shit. Donis, listen, nigga, next year, nigga. Malcolm X, nigga, for Halloween, nigga. Hey, I will actually go out like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be one of Malcolm X followers and shit, and I have my little suit on with my shit, and we can go post up.
Wear a suit and carry some bean pies.
Yeah, get about 5 niggas, and we get some bean pies, and we do that shit big, scare some motherfuckers, go viral on the internet and shit. Hey, what? He said,
I'll be Brother Baines, man.
Right. Nah, but let's talk about that though, man. Let's talk about that, man. He just said some real shit, man. We as black people, we want to support our people when they do what they do. But is there a point where we have to say this some fuck shit, and we have to say we don't want this shit on television? We want the type of TV to where we can have powerful, strong, uplifting black relationships that's showing bonds, that are building empires together, that have a certain type of unity that could actually transcend the minds of the youth all over this country? Or are we going to let Tyler Perry be our God? Are we going to let these niggas putting on wigs be our everything, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, check it. You got niggas like Diddy and them, they doing their thing, but see, they not. Them dudes should be, you know, trying to do what Cosby did, get on the main stations. Like, them niggas got shit like they'll make sure they keep that shit on the internet, man. So basically, like these they can't get on the main channels. Like, you know, you need to be on the main channel so it could change, man. And shit on the internet, most of those things you talk about is on Netflix. You got to go on Netflix, YouTube to see that shit. It's not in front of our face.
Right.
Like I tell you, that's why Cosby in jail, man, right now, because he was tired of seeing that Tyler Perry shit.
But let's talk
Nobody don't talk about that though.
And let's talk about the power of mass media. Let's talk about the people who are in control of these outlets, like YouTube, like all of these television networks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's so bad, nigga, to where I believe if niggas wanted to put out something powerful like that, and I do feel like it's people like that. Like I tell my homeboy all the time, Smiling, he like, man, it ain't no good rappers out there no more. Nigga, it's good rappers out here, nigga. It's just what the mainstream elite or media, whoever it is, the one that's pushing the buttons, that power source is putting out there. So it's like, nigga, like if you not that button pusher, nigga, you're not going to expect to have all of those powerful images of black people popping up, nigga, because it's not us that's the ones that are the puppet master. You know what I'm saying? We got a puppet master. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is promotion with the media, like whatever white America, let's just say it like that, whatever they want to get across to us, they get that shit across to us, nigga. You understand me? That shit, it come across that TV screen, it come across that radio, it come across your YouTube feed, wherever you at, is you gonna get that shit. All I'm saying is, if it's powerful enough for them to move like that, it's powerful enough for any positive movement to move the same way. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to have that backing, that push, that button. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
realize, even though those things is more powerful, right? It's funny how like if you don't got the main networks, you can't catch the attention of the people. Because when it's on
That's what I'm
those big
saying.
networks, you know what I'm saying? When it's on those big networks, it's out there. Believe it or not, a lot of people still, for the most part, have these channels, man. They watch these major networks. The same networks that show the football games. We gotta have images on those type of channels. So,
Right,
people
right,
people basically are doing so much working and stuff, they don't have time to go on TV. I mean, go on the internet and search for these things unless they really focus to do that. They working and stuff, but see, the major networks, if it's popping on that, it's gonna transcend across your feed. It's gonna be on the internet or
real
whatever,
talk.
but it's the main stations like the CNNs of the world, the ABC, all ABC and NBC, all those. If you're not on those things, you're not influencing the world. You see what I'm saying? If you whatever's on those channels, it still influences like the mass because it's worldwide. It's not just America. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's across the world. And that's how people see us based off of that shit. You see what I'm saying? And then they go
Right,
online for the most part.
right.
So like I said, man,
Real
they gotta
talk.
people gotta put their shit together, man, and quit playing, man, and get up that bag. You gotta get up that bag like Cosby was gonna do, because if you can't just stop there. They know like they took him out. They take his money, nobody else is smart enough to come together to do that. They don't have the he's an OG. It's sad that an old ass man like that to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? To use his bag. You got other motherfuckers out there that got bags like Russell Simmons and all these other motherfuckers. They don't want that.
Mm,
They don't want that because them motherfuckers is gay theyself. They don't want that shit. So
right,
it
right.
just it is what it is, man. It's not gonna change because they into this shit. They into the Illuminati's or whatever. They love sucking their master dicks instead of getting the bag and doing your own thing, doing what you wanted to do before you leave the planet. You got enough money to change the world.
Real talk, real talk. Hey, bro. Adonis want to get in on this, man. He want to chime in real quick. He said he disagreed with one of our points, and I want to get his perspective on that real quick. So just stand by for me, Black Constantine, one sec.
All
And
right,
we're gonna get Adonis in real quick. All
all
right, my
right, all
G.
right.
All right, so Adonis is live. Adonis wanted to get his point in. He been throwing in some jabbers. He been throwing in some great jabbers tonight. Adonis been chiming in with us. Hasim been throwing in some great feedback. Russell put a whole lot of black folks onto the on the. We'll get Hasim to speak more on that. Russell, which Russell? Hasim. We waiting on Adonis to chime in. Y'all watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast. Episode is very interesting tonight. Appreciate y'all chiming in. This is episode 10. If this is your first time watching, please like the video, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Comment. Let me know you watching. Just say what's up. Hit me up. Adonis, make sure you turn your phone sideways too, bro. Oh, Russell Simmons. Oh, yeah. Real talk. Okay, I got you now. Russell Simmons put a whole lot of black folks on too, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wish Russell Simmons would have a black wife. Oh, did I say that? What his brother do? His brother do. Ron got a black wife. Oh, I gotta invite you, Adonis. Hold on. Let me approve. My G to the live feed. We're waiting on Adonis, y'all. While we waiting on Adonis, we're gonna play some music. What I got? That's not what I wanted to play. Let's play this. Adonis, it declined you, my brother. It declined you. Do you have your phone turned sideways? It's not letting me in, pimp. All right. It might be having a little podcast. We're going to try it one more time, Adonis. But make sure you have your phone turned sideways, I believe, bro. You can see your reasoning. Make sure you turn your phone sideways, Adonis. Damn, I just out of sync trying to get Adonis in. Oh, there go Adonis.
No, no, I had to turn it sideways before I actually accepted it. I had to go full screen.
All right, boom, boom. Welcome to the T-Luv Talks Podcast, my nigga Adonis.
First things first. I appreciate you. Second thing, yes, Roy, nigga, you ain't gonna keep throwing these jabs at me, pimp. You've been throwing jabs at me all night.
I thought
first it was Detroit Red, then
I thought
you said Detroit Red, Malcolm X.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Get him.
Man, I'm not even gonna do that on live. I'll do that in person.
Right.
Yeah. We gotta have a session. I'll do that in person.
Welcome, my brother. Welcome. How was your week? First of all, how was your week?
In the words of another great black man, it was blacktastic.
Boom. Now let's talk about this subject.
Which one?
Shit.
All of them?
We talked about the Louisville shooting. I didn't know if you wanted to chime in on the we were talking about the whole Tyler Perry scenario with the cats wearing the wigs and the demasculation of the black man. It's just a lot going on, man.
Right. Like for me, man, I don't think the focus needs to be on what another man is doing and however he's doing it, especially if he's actually reaching out and bringing some of us with him. My thing is, and I do agree with you when it comes to the dresses and the wigs, I think is unnecessary. It is, like I seen you said, modern day buffoonery. But at the same time, we still got to respect that. We still have to. I mean, everybody got their own hustle. Regardless of how you want to look at it. And like I said, it goes back to what I said. Instead of us picking another brother up and saluting him, we try to find any way whatsoever to try to bring him back down to where we're at. Okay. Which usually isn't on the level that he's at. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Diddy, they say he gay. You name it, man. Like it to me, it don't even matter, man. If everybody just focus on them, focus on their family, everybody will be better. It goes right back to what I said, man. We as a culture, we don't never come together unless there's some ignorant shit going on in the neighborhood. Then we want to fucking protest like it's a big problem. But then as soon as the issue goes off the news, we right back hating each other again. How we gonna ever come together and do anything powerful with that kind of sentiment?
But Adonis, you gotta admit, dog, these people these let's look at it like this, because let's just talk about Kanye, for example, right? Kanye was in the White House, nigga. Kanye said he was speaking for black people, nigga. Did he or did he not say that? He said black people. He used that
that's not how I look at it. Yeah, I'm with you. No, that's what he said, but I don't believe he was speaking to black people. I think he's crazy. I think Kanye need to get on his meds. He wasn't speaking for me. He wasn't speaking for me. Period. If he's speaking for some others and they hit home, hey, if they sound like a duck and they walk like a duck, but then it's a damn duck.
And that's all I'm saying, bro. I'm saying, like, you know, we got these people that's in the public eye, and when they go out, they represent us to a certain extent. So I'm not just gonna sit here.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Tyler Perry for feeding his family. I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these messages, there is not enough balance, and then there's a saturation of that feminine energy inside of black men in a lot of these programs. Now, he does have some movies where he'll show black men in positions of power, working black men in suits, but at the same time, you have all of these dysfunctions in a lot of these relationships. And like I said earlier, we gotta be a voice and say, we want some powerful shit on TV these kids gonna look at and be like, damn, like, I want to do.
And that's why I said, like, watching or Love and Hip Hop. Why watch it? Every time we watch it, we giving them views to come back for a second season, and they letting all these young girls want to be Cardi B and all the young niggas be Jamal.
Right. But is that not the only thing on TV, nigga, that's trending? Like, oh, we lost Adonis, y'all. But oh, okay. So we had a little lightning outside. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I will invite Adonis back into the live. But I don't know, man. It's like shit, man. Niggas is really like compromising the integrity of what we deem is righteous. I mean, I ain't you see me, I'm blowing my trees. I'm not perfect, but I'm saying though, if we're gonna be alpha males, and we had this conversation 3 weeks ago, we're gonna have to say what should define our futures, what comes on these visual networks, what should define our future, and what our kids look at, and ultimately, you as the adult, you can control that. But when you give your kids these devices, you must know that it's some stuff that's gonna come across those devices that you probably never wanted your kid to look at. You just have to come to that reality of it. That's what happens in this internet world that we in, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna keep this conversation going. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10. Thank y'all for joining me. Please like the video, comment on the video, share the video of this. However you want to do it. I'm gonna try to get Donna's back in here one more time. I don't know what the issue is, but we're gonna try to get Donna's. We're gonna try to add Donna's back in here. Back in here one more again. And while we waiting on the Donna's, we're gonna finish this T-Luv hating. I can see you waiting, yeah. I can see you waiting, yeah. waiting on Adonis. It look like it's trying to add you, Adonis, so I'm just being patient. Okay. Adonis is failing to let Adonis in. Hassan, what's up, my nigga? Hassan, you ready, dog? What's up, my G? All right, so we having some. Again, he gave us some excellent feedback. Scorpios in the building. Goddamn do or die fucking Pittsburgh Steelers fan, my nigga. He didn't even get his plug in for his Steelers. I do it for him because my father-in-law Steelers fan too, so salute. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville all day. Duval in this bitch. All right, so I just invited Hassan. You want to jump down? I got Big Dog Ivan chiming in. I'm just, man, I'm seeing where y'all at, man. See what we doing tonight. We still vibing. T-Luv Talks Podcast. 2 doobies in. Where y'all at? You ready, bro? Drink. I do want it better. I ain't gonna be rude. I plays it off. Give me some ice, please. All right. These niggas hating. I can't see your reasoning. I can't see your reasoning. My shit's so clean, yeah. I do my thing. Know what I mean? All right, we live, y'all. We back, y'all. We back. All right, we back, y'all. T-Luv Talks Podcast. We back. We live, y'all. Episode 10. Let me kind of check the time, y'all. Make sure we not running too long tonight because we like to keep the podcast a couple of hours. Let me see where we at right now. Hold on. All right, so I may have to go into it so I can see exactly where we at. Make sure my mouth is lined up too. Back out of sync. Oh, you said it's back out of sync. Okay, if it's back out of sync, we might be ending this show because I don't even see it here on the desktop. Let me see if I can get on the desktop. If it's back out of sync, we might be ending this show because I don't even see it here on the desktop.
It's not even showing you drinking it. Okay, you just picked it up.
I can't tell how long I've been live either.
It looks like you just started over.
Hey, make sure y'all sharing this video. You watching the T-Luv Talks Podcast, episode 10, nigga. Yeah, it say we've been live for over an hour, so we might be getting ready to wrap this show on up. Appreciate the share, Hassim. Y'all make sure y'all sharing the video, like the video. Damn, it's not. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end the show tonight, y'all. I appreciate everybody that chimed in tonight. We had a great show. Special guest Adonis chimed in. Hassim gave us some great feedback. Matter of fact, before I go, let me see if Black Constantine, if it'll let him back in. I'll try to get Constantine back in once again and see if it'll sync back up. For sure. So Donna's just actually texted my phone, said next week this phone started acting up, so no problem. What's up, Raina? Girl, you finally caught me, girl. I was just about to wrap this show up, but I think we off sync though, so that's why I was about to wrap the show up. Please share the video, like the video, comment. See all the family coming in. Let me see. All right, so it's still off sync. We're finna get out of here. All right, so family, we had a great show tonight. We talked about a slew of things. We talked about Stacey Abrams about to be the first black female governor in Georgia. We talked about that. So if you vote, that's your thing. Go out and do your thing. We also talked about Gillum, Florida, Democratic hopeful for governor. You know what I mean? That's what you do. Go out and vote for that dude. We talked about the shooting in Kentucky. Pray for those families. Vicky Jones, Maurice Stiep got gunned down by a white hate person, or should I say somebody that committed an act of hate against our people. Rest in peace, Young Greatness, who did the song with D-Mo, Lemonade, featuring Rollo as well. He passed away. Lot going on, man. Good show tonight. We talked about, we always gonna talk about the protection of our race and protecting of the black man and how he moving out here and what we think is right or wrong. So we dug in a little bit with the media. We talked about dudes and wigs and such. So if you missed that, go back, check it out. The beginning of the video should be synced up with my voice. So one love, y'all. I'm T-Luv telling you to do what you love, nigga. I'm out, y'all. Peace.